Who do you think right now gives Oleksandr Usyk the toughest fight out of everyone? Like, and you can say the person who he's fought before. I don't think you guys will, but who do you think gives him the toughest fight now?
That's a really good question. Out of everyone that's out there now,
Yeah.
it's a difficult one because he's beat Joshua twice, Fury twice, Dubois twice. Moses, I feel, is an unknown quantity because of experience. But that might be the wild card in all of this as well because he's inexperienced. I'm going to give you two answers. Yeah. So the wild card for me will be Moses Itauma. However, I think probably out of everyone that's out there now at heavyweight, it's probably Joshua.
Okay.
And
Interesting.
because and the reason and I think in the second fight, I saw more improvements. Even though he lost, I saw more improvements from Joshua. He was trying, but he just couldn't execute. He looked, he gave a better performance of himself than the first fight. The first fight, I think, wasn't completely one-sided. I think if you look at, body language and who's been in a fight, Usyk looked like he'd been in two wars. So I'd probably go for that. Raw, what do you think?
I disagree with you on that. I agree that AJ gave him a harder fight that second time round, and up till the championship rounds, it was fairly even before Usyk's incredible stamina helped him run away with it. But I think since then, AJ has regressed too much. Naturally, this is a punishing game. It does take a toll on fighters. Um, I think as you said, Moses Itauma because of the hand speed, hand and foot speed, and the arrogance of youth. But there's still a lot of question marks about him. Like, you know, we know Usyk is second to none for stamina and endurance. We don't know how Moses will hold up. But at 20, in the prime of youth, you would expect it would hold up better than guys like Fury and AJ, who are well into their 30s. Um, so that combined with the hand speed, I'm inclined to think it would be him. Others say Caballel, heavyweight in the prime of his career at
Parker. Let me
32.
let me just say, let's throw
Um,
Parker in there as well. Great
Possibly, yeah.
improvements,
I mean,
Parker.
either of them two, but well, let's wait and see. But we'll have to see if Usyk entertains any of them. I personally don't think he will, but it might be one for the fantasies. Dave was mentioning there the blueprint to beat Usyk. There is no blueprint, I don't think. I think
Mm,
the closest guy that came to it was Myris Bradis.
I think
But
so. Yeah.
you've got a different view as to who's the
I
biggest threat to him.
I just think Ajit Kabayel. Don't get I think Parker deserves a shot over everyone. Like I think the wins. Like how do you beat Wilder and Zhang back to back and not get a world title shot? I think it's absolutely ridiculous. But Ajit Kabayel, I think his powers of recovery are one are incredible. So if you get hurt, he's still dangerous. You've got to be cautious of him. Me, I think he punches to the body like a middleweight. I think he's so fast, and I picked him to beat Zhilei Zhang by stoppage because of that reason as well. I think, as we know, I don't know how I don't know necessarily how much I buy into the Usyk's acceptable to the body. Mainly, a lot of people have teamed Dubois running with that because he hit him low, incredibly low. He didn't hit him in the body; he hit him somewhere else. But but yeah, I think he has the best chance. But I'm not saying he does beat him before anyone comes at me in the comment section. I'm just saying I think he has the best chance of beating Alexander Usyk out of everybody because I think he's young enough, I think he's fast enough, and and all of his last wins have come by stoppage. Yeah, they have. He's got three back-to-back stoppage wins that have earned him that interim world title. And I will say as well, I've never met. Well, there is a lot of nice people in boxing who like, but I think he's a heavyweight. We're all kind of sort of slightly nervous around heavyweights. They're just big human beings. But he is one of the nicest men that I've ever met in my entire life. Like I would genuinely Parker. I'd love for him to get the shot and to fight Usyk, but Ajit Kabayel, I think he has the capabilities to do it. I think he. I'm not saying he stops him or anything like that, but I think he's quick enough, he's young enough, he's fresh enough, and his powers of recovery, especially, we were just talking, weren't we, Ra? That shot that Zhang caught him with that sent him on his back was a heavy shot. Like those are the shots that knocked out Joe Joyce. Those are the shots that kind of worried Filip Hrgovic in that fight. Like, that's a contentious defeat on his resume. But and it's the shot that knocked out Deontay Wilder as well. Let's not forget that. But I think Ajit Kabayel has the best chance of beating Usyk. I think he's absolutely unbelievable.
Interesting. Kabayel is what we would, by modern standards, call a smaller heavyweight in the sort of 230 to 240 pound range, which, as we've seen, might be better to deal with someone with Usyk's movement. Also, it's worth noting Usyk has been down a couple of times in the amateurs, only from body shots, notably from Artur Beterbiev. So we know he's never been significantly hurt by a headshot, even by the likes of AJ and Dubois. So if there is a chink in the armor, it might be the midriff. But let's see. Alex Krasuk's come out tonight and said he expects Usyk to retire.
Oh, has he?
No arguments with that decision if he decides to do that. It'd open the division up. So let's see.